I'm also deep conditioning my wig right now, so I'm doing this video bald. I hope that is alright with you guys. We're rolling with it today. I wanted this week's video to be over something that I don't really hear mentioned a lot. I think at this point in my life I've talked to over 100 women with endo, and never once have I heard this struggle being mentioned by anyone else other than me. I know there are millions of women out there who have endo, and I know that even though I feel alone, I know that's not the reality of it. It's hard to talk about because when people ask how I'm recovering, they are expecting to hear a physical response. They want to know like how my incisions are doing or if I'm in pain. And even women with suspected endo, when they message me to ask what it is that they should expect from surgery, they are expecting to hear physically how is it like to have surgery. And honestly, my biggest like post-operative struggle and recovery from surgery has not been physical at all. There is a lot of things that go into having endometriosis surgery, and because it is a disease that primarily affects the reproductive region, when they go in for surgery and are cutting stuff out and looking through your organs, that causes so much hormonal imbalance in a person. After my first surgery, I got really sad and had these like just horrible mood swings that lasted for months after surgery. I thought that that was because I was potentially depressed because I was just diagnosed with a chronic lifelong disease, and most people aren't really happy to hear those news. So I kind of just wrote it off as circumstantial depression of getting that diagnosis. But the last few months of my life, I have been probably happier than I have ever been. I was kind of shocked to come out of the surgery feeling even sadder than I did the first time. Technically that should make sense because they cut a lot more off of my organs and they looked specifically inside a lot more than my first surgery. So it all makes sense as to why I should be more sad this time around. But I don't know, I think I've been so happy and I feel like so on the right path, and this has like really just taken me, I think, off guard. I think normally on the day-to-day I am a really apathetic person. You'll never see me get overly excited about something, and when sad things happen or difficult things happen, I so easily detach myself from those so I don't feel anything. However, these past few weeks after surgery, I have been so disgustingly emotional. I am crying in public all of a sudden and like just can't hold myself together. I will be having a conversation with someone, and even though I'm not sad or upset or anxious in any way, my voice will start shaking and I feel like I'm on the verge of breaking down, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. So I'm just like really emotional, and on top of that, just really sad. I'm having just not good thoughts. And I'm happy that at least I'm aware of the timeline of all this. Like, I know it's all stemming from surgery and the hormonal imbalance and all that. It's just no one talks about this, so I don't know if I am weak in some sort of way. Obviously, I've never been incredibly mentally stable, so I don't know if it's just being predisposed towards sadness. It's just weird when you think about the months and weeks leading up to the surgery, how I was at my happiest point, and then having this surgery, it just feels like it's reset it. I don't know how to fix it. I also don't want this video to be discouraging or intimidating to anyone who is considering getting surgery for their endo, because as it stands, excision surgery is still the best option for anyone out there with endo. And realistically, if a few weeks from now or months when I am fully healed from surgery, if I am able to not be in pain at all times and have a job and travel and do what I want to do, then obviously this whole entire mess would have been worth it and I would do it all over again. It's just, I wish I would have known going into this what it was going to do to me mentally afterwards, because like I said, I've been very taken aback by this, and it's something that I haven't heard a single person talk about. So that was really just the point of this video, is just to bring awareness. I don't want anyone to worry about me because I have an incredible family who is constantly checking up on me. I have the most loving boyfriend on the planet. I have an emotional support animal, and I have the best therapist. So I really am in the best hands, and I have the best support team kind of helping me walk through this, and I know that it will resolve itself and I will get back on my feet. It's just hard when you feel like you have worked so hard to accept this diagnosis and accept that this is your life, and then to deal with all the physical aspects of not only endo, but recovering from surgery and surgery itself, and then to have this mental and emotional baggage that is piling on top of it as well. So yeah, this video is just kind of me thinking out loud and wanting to address and bring awareness to postoperative depression. A lot of people will say that you shouldn't talk about your problems on social media until you've gotten to the other side of it. So if you're struggling with self-image, you shouldn't talk about your insecurities with self-image until you feel confident and good in yourself. And I don't think that's the case here. I think this is one of those things that it is so important for people to watch me walk through and figure out. This is definitely a hard journey to kind of navigate. I hate calling it a journey because that sounds so stupid and not right, but I just want to be incredibly honest and just transparent, because I don't think it should be one of those things that I should wait until I'm on the other side of to talk about, so that way anyone else on the planet who's watching this can feel like I made it through so gracefully and had no issues, because it's been hard. I think that's it for this video. Feel free to like it, I guess, if you liked some sort of aspect of what was talked about here, or if you relate in any kind. I don't assume that anyone who likes it is liking it because I am sad and they like that. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this will not be the last grossly emotional, kind of vulnerable video that I do, just because that's the kind of person that I am. Thank you guys for listening to my issues. I'm not used to talking about this sort of stuff. Normally I internalize it all, which isn't healthy, and that's why I am filming this. So yeah, thank you guys for just bearing with me and sitting through this and being present. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, goodbye.